All right, Shay. Coming in live, top 9 here. For those that are wondering, this is Shay Neal, and he is what we call the late scratch replacement for Nick Kirby. Nick Kirby is at the hospital currently, so shout out to Nick. More importantly, shout out to his wife Andrea. Um, so hopefully we can find a way to not only win this baseball game tonight, but I also have one very very important at bat for Jeimer Candelario that I need to see. And I got to be honest, I thought I was going to at least get 4 at bats tonight. At least it would have been nice to know that before I place this wager. Responsible wager, of course. But usually we don't go live in the top of the ninth if the Reds are winning and they are on the road. But we are tonight. It's Tom Cosgrove's on the mound with a 10.3 ERA. And we need him to at least give up one more. We need him to get a runner on because I need Candelario to come back up. Oh.
Well, DB just let Fraley hit against a lefty, so you're in trouble if he lets Martini hit against a lefty too.
Well, what was that, dude? I don't know. You're probably ahead of me because the world's ahead of me as always. But I just got a ground out, so here we are.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a really bad at bat. I need a base hit.
Yeah, that I'm looking at the numbers here, and that swing by Fraley was a 61 off the bat at a negative 20-degree angle. Not ideal.
No. That doesn't result in hits.
No, not very often.
What is that? A middle four-seam fastball, 90 miles an hour. Interesting. I like how Nick had. I forgot to put this live on here because he had the graphic.
Mm-hmm.
He put Reds offense and Reds pitching on there, and I just did not change Reds pitching. If we're being completely transparent, I will fix it. I will fix it. There's going to be something better than that.
It is a topic.
Yeah, that it is.
It'd be nice to see India get a hit here, build off of his series in Texas.
Yeah, I mean, let's just get on base. Find a way on. Walk, hit by pitch. Just need a hit. That's a ball. All right, Martini, you got one job, brother. One job.
You just sit there looking at him.
There's no way that Martini's hitting, right? Like, you got to pinch hit for him, unless there's literally nobody that can. You're telling me that I guess Stevenson and
I guess
brother, there's no one available.
Sending Fraley and Martini up against a lefty that throws a sweeper, you'd think they're up 14-1.
Well, they clearly don't have anybody healthy. There's only one thing that Nick Martini can do right here that will piss me off significantly, and that is to do what we all know. Let's just keep the ball in the air. If we're going to hit it in the air, please.
Nick Martini, just one job. All you got to do.
Are we saving Stuart Fairchild, I guess, for...
I have no clue. I mean,
we're saving him just in case you need him somewhere. I don't know.
Who knows?
I think they're just saving him because he's the only guy that can come off the bench, right? Who's left?
I'm curious if Stevenson's really that unavailable. What's the plan if they need an emergency catcher? Because right now it doesn't seem like they have a backup catcher.
No, I think he is the emergency catcher. I think he's available to go, but he's not. This is the first time they've used this camera all night in a good spot. I like the camera, by the way. They always use it in like, all right, let's battle. I don't. Please, Lord, let me see Jeimer come up one more time. Just want it. I need it. Nick. Oh, gotta play.
Keep fighting. It almost feels like poetic justice that this is going to be like a 10-pitch at bat.
Yeah, I mean, he's battling. I'll give him credit.
Yeah.
Jay, where are you located? You're in Kansas, something like that, out in the middle of the Midwest.
Right on the Kansas-Oklahoma border.
Ooh, you're near Oklahoma. Yeah, I got to be honest. I drove through Kansas. It was pretty bland. I don't even want to call it vanilla because I think vanilla is a good flavor. I don't want to give vanilla a disgraceful.
Since I'm on Chatterbox and not KGGF, I'll agree with you. It is pretty bland.
No way. Nick, you better be running hard.
Oh.
There's no interference, right?
I don't think so. He tried his best to end up number 1 on your list.
All right, Jamir. Come on, guys. I need it. I need it like I need air. I didn't think I was even going to get this chance, to be honest. So now I feel like I'm rolling with house money here.
Is your responsible bet 2 times on base or 2 hits?
What are we doing? 2 hits.
2 hits.
What are we doing here? Oh, we're going to go over the scouting report. I'll tell you the scouting report. This guy ain't hit shit for 3 months. He's already got 1 hit tonight, so we're looking good. He's met his quota for the month.
I was gonna say he'll piece up another one on Thursday.
Just one. I just want 1 more hit tonight. I got greedy. I know I got greedy. But I what a night it would be. Please.
All right. When 10 ERA meets 170 batting average, this is about as good as it gets.
I just need a base hit. Anyway, I'll take a little like swinging bunt for a hit. I don't care how we do it, Candy. Please. This is a tough spot to be in as a Reds fan.
I'm nervous for you, Chase. I'm nervous for you.
Man, this would be a hell of a night if he can just get a hit. Come on. You can do it, Jamir. You know, this is what I don't understand about him. It's almost like too patient for me. I don't like. It's a fair ball. It's a base hit. Give it up. Give it all to me. Give it all to me. Give it all to me.
The Candy Man is back. That's my 15.
That's what I'm talking about, Chad. That's what I'm talking about. What a night.
Oh. That might be the most hype you've been since the Cubs dropped the ball last September.
What a night. What a night. You can do it, Jamir. You can do it.
What a guy.
Huh.
Feels like his career high.
Cosgrove just got DFA'd right in the middle of the game.
Son, you got a flight to El Paso.
Chat.
Oh man, a 2-hit night for Jeimer Candelario.
Nate, they did not count that as an error. You can't count that as an error. I'll tell you right now, if it scored an error, Nate.
I just checked the box score. It can change, but right now they only have 1 error, and it's the catcher's interference. So far you're good. No,
it's not an error. Nate's just trying to get me a gotcha. Oh, I am fired up. I'm out of breath.
Jeimer's hitting 174. Watch out, world.
I'm telling you, dude. Tonight's the night. This is the night. This is the night, man.
Yep. He's gonna hit 345 the rest of the year.
Yep. I mean, listen, he's got to be better than what he's been. I'm not saying he's going to get back to having like a career year or something, but you can't be this bad for this long.
I was going to say, he's never been a 600 OPS guy.
Oh, my gosh, guys. What a freaking hit that is. What a hit. I don't even remember.
Let's be real. For the people who didn't see it, that was a sinker like 5 inches off the plate. Just poked it.
What a hit, man. Holy smokes. What's that clip look like, by the way? I feel like there's sugar all over my keyboard. I mean, I need to take a picture of this. It looks like I've got paraphernalia all over the place.
I'm impressed that he was able to hit a pitch that far off the plate, 91 miles an hour off the bat.
I didn't see it. I just blacked out. As soon as it came off the bat and it looked like a base hit, I just was.
You just saw a ball in the outfield.
All right, now we need a couple runs here. What do you say? Espinal, nice.
I'm all about it. I've never heard of Stephen Kolek. I don't know about you, Trace. I don't know what this guy's all about, but I'd love for Espinal to get a hit off of him.
I know one thing. I've eaten way too much candy tonight, and I know people think I'm doing that as a bit right now. I'm not. I've eaten a pack of Sour Patch Kids. I've eaten a full family size pack of Sour Skittles, and then on top of that, I just ate some Reese Pieces right before I came down here.
Man.
So I'm a little like what's the term? Sped up, I think, is the term I'm looking for here.
You're on that Halloween in April kick.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this isn't. We gotta fix this. There we go. All right, what do we got here? We need a base hit. Nice. Come on, Espinal. You got to score, right? You got to score. Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick.
Let's go.
Let's go, Shay. Let's go, Shay.
Hey,
what a big hit. This team.
The offense goes through Jamer. As Jamer hits, the Reds score.
That's right. He is the straw that stirs the drink.
That's right.
Look at Espinal hitting one backside, looking like he knows how to hit a baseball. Not a great throw, though, for being honest, from Tatis. Too hopper, probably not. Unbelievable. Let's add on. Come on. We'll give him one more hit. Nope, that's not going to do it, is it, Shay?
Nope, it is not.
Okay. Well, hey, that's okay. We got what we needed here. I'm assuming Diaz is coming in. Yeah. We don't mess around.
I mean, when was the last time he pitched? Because I was going to say it's a 4-run lead now, but
he threw 7 pitches yesterday, but no big deal.
Yeah, they'll probably just stick with him.
He's coming in. I just seen Nick before they went to commercial. They flashed to the bullpen, and it was Diaz coming out. So I know. I get the glasses. The glasses will be on when we start it. I know it's not a safe situation. It's not a safe situation, but I don't think you mess with this because all it takes is for one guy to get on, and then it becomes a safe situation. So
yeah, the Padres haven't had any momentum since the second inning. Let's keep it that way.
That was a bold move by Bell. I mean, I think that who was it? Diehard Reds in the Twitter X mentioned. Okay, Shay. I'm guessing Nick Kirby is currently sitting in the hospital. He wants you to re-click the vMix link. When it asks your name, click the advanced settings and choose your mic. Right now, it's selecting your computer mic.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, let's do that. Let's fix that quick.
Nick Kirby, never not working. It's a good look for Shay, though, why he jumps back in the stream. Got all the football helmets there. I figure out which one's the best looking helmet. If we're being honest, the Bengals have a really good looking helmet, man. Can't say the same about the Jaguars. All right. We got to run too. Trying to keep up here, chat. Trying to keep up. Go time, boys. Do this. Get this done.
Oh,
Make
there
it
you
nice
go.
and quick.
You've got the glasses back, huh?
Oh, yeah. Back better than ever. It's a good pitch. That's a
There we go.
great
I think
pitch.
we're good now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it change over there.
Yeah, we should be good now. That's good looks by Nick. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. It could be Casey, too, to be fair. I'm not trying to single anybody out. Don't get mad at me if I name the wrong person. I'm just assuming the only person that's watching Reds baseball at midnight is Nick.
It's a safe bet.
Yeah. That's with all due respect to everybody else. I'll tell you what, these glasses, you cannot see through them. I mean, they're as dark as night.
Nope.
Please. Yeah. Guys, what an elite community we got. Like, this chat is unbelievable. We got like $1.50 in here right now. It's like, it's literally midnight.
Chat's going wild. We love it.
It should be. What a night we've had so far. We got to finish this thing off. Jay.
Yep.
That's an
Jerks
out.
in profile.
Right?
Jerks in profile.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Yep, that's an out. Yep, we're good. One down.
That's right. Let them know. Got to let them know, Shay. Let them know behind you. One out. We got one away.
That's one.
Yep. Got to know how many outs we got. Number one rule in baseball. Man, I cannot see. I'll be honest, chat. All right. Back at it. Come on. Dude, these guys that come up here to the plate, and I mean, I love that they do it. But me and Nick, I can't ever figure out why guys just go up there free swinging against this guy. Because, I mean, if you take your chances, is he going to throw 4 balls before he throws 3 strikes?
It seems like it's hit or miss almost every night. There's some nights where he's dotting the corners, and there's some nights where he's just hoping you chase.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm all for it. But Tatis swinging at that slider a foot outside the very first pitch is beautiful. And that one, too. I mean, yeah, just swinging them all, baby. Hell yeah, Tatis. That's what I'm talking about. 2 outs.
It has not been a great night for Nando. 2 down.
2 outs. That's right.
Jake Cronenworth.
At what point did that look like a strike, I wondered, at Tatis? Like, did he think it was going to rise to the zone? Obviously, it's nasty because he's not the only guy that chases those pitches. I'll tell you what, man. San Diego, they have a beautiful, like, just beautiful ballpark. And on top of that, like, their in camera, like their stadium camera shots that they have, fantastic. Makes you wonder sometimes. Like, go ahead.
The entire Padres presentation is just great. Their broadcasters are great. Their stadium's great. Like you said, their camera work's outstanding. I mean, it's just watching Padres baseball is a fun experience.
I mean, yeah, they do a great job. You can clearly tell that the camera feeds in Great American Ballpark are not the same as this.
These Padres hitters ain't liking that slider chase.
Not many guys do. I mean, not many guys do, for being honest. That's
true. All right, one more strike, chat. Let's go.
That's what we need. We need one more strike, one more out.
No, I'm not positive, Trace, but don't like sequel W's here.
Yeah, they do. Thank you, Shay. That's a man of the people. Right. It's a man of the people. I mean,
we need one more strike still. Like it up.
Yeah, we got to have likes, man. If you've not liked the stream, you can do your part right now. Not hard. Just find that little thumbs up button. Let's do this. Let's send Blue California home.
He's got to end it on a slider. I feel like that's got to be the poetry way to end it.
Right. A little poetic justice, as they say.
All right. Slider down and in. Let's get nasty, Alexis. Come on.
That will do it. If he throws a slider that starts middle away and dives down at this dude's feet, it's over.
Well, he hung that one.
Yeah, a little cement mixer. Shay, is there any chance that you have a tab open right now with YouTube on?
I do not. I have the chat pulled up on my phone, but not on my computer.
All right, you're good. There's like a super slight echo, which it's not going to bother me enough. We're good.
Okay.
It's only if I start talking really loud as well. So as long as I keep it calm. No promises, of course. Please, Lord, just get this guy. That ball's hit pretty good.
Yeah.
That's okay, though. That's all right.
Jake Cronenworth. All right. That brings up who's their cleanup guy.
That's all right. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? We made him earn it. We didn't walk nobody. I like that. All right with that.
If you're going to give up base runners, that's the way to do it. Machado hits 5. Who's their cleanup? I can't remember.
By the way, am I somehow we're pretty closely synced up here? We didn't try to do that, and I feel like we're pretty close.
It worked out pretty well.
You must be on that slow speed as well. Or maybe I sped up tonight. I don't know. All right, these glasses become very difficult after 15, 20 minutes. There's only
All right. That's why getting runs is big.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen. Still got plenty to work with here. Let's get an out though. Make this easy.
Well, and we just went through the heart of their order. They don't got Tatis or Machado coming up anymore. It's what now? Xander Bogaerts and then Ha-Seong Kim.
Yeah.
So.
What do we got? A runner on first?
Runner on first. One more.
We got 2 outs though. We do have 2 outs. Let's remember that. 2 outs. Nice.
Man, I did not realize Xander was hitting 210.
We just need him to get out right here. That's all we need. Please.
Ellie.
Please.
Ooh.
Please.
Good Lord.
Are you telling me he makes an error right here?
I got to see it again. It looked like he airmailed it. Just straight airmailed it. Didn't look like there was anything else.
Ellie. Just get rid of the ball quicker and don't throw it like 900 miles an hour, bro.
Yep, it's just, Candelario maybe should have had that, but it was high.
That was high, yeah. I mean, he's throwing the ball hard. Perfect world, he'd caught it, but... Okay, all right, hey, all right, let's go. Let's get back at it. Let's get back at it. We're all right. We're all right.
Like the stream.
Thank you.
One more out.
Thank you. Like the stream, everybody. I can't. I don't want to blame anybody right now. We're not blaming anybody. We're gonna get this guy out right here. This Kim guy, we need him out. Let's go. Nice pitch. What a pitch. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Last out, nobody remembers.
That's right.
Come on.
No one cares.
Oh.
You can do it, Alexis. You're ahead of me somehow.
By a few seconds.
You are like maybe a second and a half at most. Something like that.
One more strike. Come on, Alexis.
Please, Lord. Baby Jesus. Gosh, dude. That's such a good pitch, and he just sawed him off.
It off.
Those runners mean nothing. Let's remember that.
I thought he fouled that off. I'm not going to lie. I thought he fouled that off. That's a W.
Man.
Woo.
What a night.
West Coast Dubs.
What a night. What a night. We got a chance to talk all about it too. We got a chance to talk all about it, and you know what's coming. You know what's coming. I don't need to tell you.
Johnny Bench has tied it up. The Cincinnati Reds win the World Series in 4 straight. It was a sweep.
In the dirt, it's a wild pitch. Here comes Foster. The Reds win the pennant.
Larkins won the game.
That ball is fair. Cincinnati's ahead. 2 games.
Benzinger backing and calling. And the 1990 World Championship belongs to the Cincinnati Reds.
Marty, yes. This is Adam from Milwaukee. Hey, Adam, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? Good. Do you think Scott Hatteberg's a good player?
Done up there with the bases loaded, the outfield deep and around toward right, and the 1-0 on the way to the plate. Swung on, long drive, right field, and this one belongs to the Reds.
And a high drive. Hit back into deep right field. Junior has just knocked the door down to the 500 club.
Benson's first home run is a walk-off winner! That ball had a family!
And De La Cruz is, oh my goodness, look at this kid run. My, oh my, that is a triple.
Matt McClain's first big league bomb!
Spencer Steer's first big league hit is a home run to straightaway center field. Joey Votto's done it again.
The pitch. Votto swings high in the air. Right field. Yes! He pointed to the dugout to say, I told you. That is Joey Votto's 315th career go-ahead ribby. Only Johnny Bench had more as a Red.
And I can't tell you how much it means to play in front of everyone here in Cincinnati as a Red. What a gift. What a tremendous gift. So thank you. Thank you.
I think I can speak for all of Reds country. Joey Votto, thank you.
High drive. Left center field. Racing back to the Laurent Bourgeois. The Reds are National League Central Division champions. In the air, left center field. Did he? Did he? He did! He did! Reds win! Reds win! Line into right field. Genius, the first Red ever with 4 home runs in a game. Can you believe it? In the air, down the right field line. Doesn't have a chance. The Reds have won on a 3-run home run on opening day by Ramon Hernandez. A strike away and out away is Homer Bailey. Ground ball to third. Frazier gloves. Throw to first, and Homer Bailey, for the second time in his major league career, has tossed the no-hitter. Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Holy Moses, the second player in major league history to hit 7 home runs in the first 10 games. In the air, and the Reds win it. What a dream beginning to the career of Jay Bruce.
You might have thought it was too late. Maybe you thought it was too late. But it's never too late after a win like that. Shay, I'm glad you're able to fill in for Nick here. He's obviously in the hospital as we speak, trying to welcome another child into the world. So shout out to Nick and his wife, and hopefully they're able to have a successful newborn here in the near future. We'll obviously keep an eye on that. But in the meantime, we get to talk about the Cincinnati Reds late into the morning. Or would it be early into the morning? Late into the night, early into the morning. I think that's what I was going for. Shay, how you doing, buddy?
A little bit good, a little bit of both. Like you said, all the best to Nick and his lovely wife. But happy to come out of the bullpen, and here's hoping I can perform as well as Fernando Cruz here for a couple of days.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, we'll get into that just in a second. For those that are looking for the box score recap, the same way that Nick does it, you're looking in the wrong place. You're looking in the wrong place. I got 5 billion screens going on right now. I got sugar all over the place down here. I do have a Pilsner in front of me, so that's a positive. But as far as trying to navigate this smoothly, it's just, like I said before, it's just not going to happen. But let's just go ahead and do the box score recap. I know Nick has the fancy graphics, and that's all well and good. But on a night like tonight at 12:15 in the morning, if you think you're getting graphics, you're not. You're not, okay? Here's what you do get. I'll let you know what happened. Nick Lodolo, if you didn't watch the game, shoved. Like, if you looked up the definition of shoved, it's exactly that. However, before he even got a chance to take the mound, I just want to say that Ellie De La Cruz showed off his brilliance. He did knock in his 8th home run of the year. Believe that, 8th home run of the year. That would give the Reds a 1-0 lead, but then Profar on the very first at bat of the very first inning would homer off of Lodolo, and you thought to yourself, oh man, hopefully Lodolo finds a way to rebound. Boy, did he ever rebound. He did not give up. He did not give up another run for the rest of the game, and for that matter, the Reds did not give up a run for the rest of the game. But as we move forward, Santiago Espinal. Later in this rundown, I have pro at bats. Santiago Espinal had some big league at bats tonight, so shout out to him. But he would give a sacrifice fly that would score Martini, and that made it 2-1, which ultimately decided the game. Right, the Reds would go on to win 5-3, 5-2. I don't know. I lost track in the last inning. Where are we at? 5-2. They end up winning 5-2. For the podcast, I'll clean that up. We'll make sure we get it all right. But for time speaking, I was very, very focused on a guy named Candelario in that 9th inning. For those that might be curious as to why, you probably know. But the deep drive of the day, Shay. Let's get that out of the way, because who else could it be? I mean, there's only one guy. Do you know who it is, Shay? Got a guess?
I'm gonna guess it's the guy who hit it 113 off the bat.
Yeah, he hit it 113 miles an hour off the bat, 443 feet if you're keeping track at home. And if you know how to do math really quick, or you have a T9 calculator handy, that is a 24-degree launch angle. That gave the Reds a 58% chance to win. And just so you know, DSC is a sponsor of the deep drive of the game. That is Deep South Commodities, and they are a leader in renewable commodities for biofuel production, specializing in used cooking oil collection, aggregation, and sales. Visit www.deepsouthcommodities.com for more information. And thank you, as always, to John and his team. All right, Shay, a late night here. And you know what? Nick at night. I don't think it would be right to do the show or start the show off without talking about Lodolo. This is the best I've ever seen him look, if we're being completely honest. And we have Super Chats galore right now. I mean, I'll just get through them really quickly. Ned Flanders, he wants to chime in on Nick at night. He says Lodolo was ridiculous, and he was.
Agreed.
Mark Fetters said Ace Lodolo. So yeah, maybe that should be Kirby's name. I don't know the baby's name. Ace Lodolo Kirby. And then Big C later says candy equals hot Candelario. That's I love the passion, Big C. You know I'm a big fan. But I will say we're going to pump the brakes a little bit, like little bit of a check there. Got a couple hits. We're happy about it. We're going to try to progress into the next day, but we're not going to proclaim that anybody's hot quite yet. Mr. Juan says 7 innings pitch again. Is David Bell tied in? What does this say? Is David Bell tied, engaged in the clubhouse? Also, Ellie De La Cruz is Lisan Al Ghalib. I keep seeing this. Am I not cultured enough to know what that means? And he is pointing the way. Shay, I need your help.
I can't help you on that one.
Well, if you got an extra tab open, I need you to look up Lisan Al Ghalib. Now I'm probably making a fool of him when I say Gabe. Who knows what it is? I hope you're laughing at me. If you're laughing with me, I'm not laughing because I don't get it.
Here we go. It is an Arabic phrase that translates to the voice from the outer world or tongue of the unseen. And it comes from Dune, if you know what Dune is, Trace.
No, I'm not cultured. That's and Harrow just chimes in. Here's money. Thank you, Harrow. All right. Yeah, like Nick Lodolo, obviously he's the one that's getting the post-game interview right now. I guess here's the thing about Nick Lodolo that's actually exciting. That we can all talk about how great he was, this and the other. Like that is a guy that can beat anybody in Major League Baseball. Like I didn't think the Reds had that. If we're being, you've heard probably if you've heard me talk about the Reds long enough or you listen to enough of our shows, I didn't think they had a true ace, or like a guy that you could match up with anybody in the league or Major League Baseball, and you feel like, hey, you got the best arm on the mound or at least a competitive arm on the mound. I don't know if he'll throw the ball as well as he did tonight every single time out, obviously, but if he's even relatively close to what he was tonight, that is a genuine ace. Like he genuinely looks the part. I don't know if you have anything to add in regards to Nick Lodolo in general.
Well, I just think, like you said, he was so good. But what impresses me about Lodolo is it feels like he takes something, a little bit of something from every other pitcher on this team. Where I'm not saying he's as good as other guys on the staff at certain areas, but he uses an elevated four seam fastball a lot like Andrew Abbott. He has a very effective changeup that is a good change of speed pitch like Nick Martinez. He has a great put away breaking ball like Hunter Green's slider with that curveball, and he can get ground balls with his sinker like Graham Ashcraft. So I think the reason why Nick Lodolo is so successful and so consistent is because where we talk about Ashcraft does this well, Hunter Green does this well, Nick Martinez does this well, Nick Lodolo has a little bit of all of it. And that's I think you watch the Reds pitching staff, and there's no question who's the most polished and the most developed out of everybody.
He is the bona fide definition of a pitcher, right? Like as much as people want to kind of point the blame at guys that throw 100 miles an hour and be like, oh, he's not really a pitcher, he's just a thrower of the ball. I think Hunter Green gets tabbed that from time to time. Not to lump in Hunter Green on a night like tonight, but like when you watch Lodolo pitch, it does make you wish that maybe Hunter had just some semblance of a third pitch that it kind of does what the Lodolo's changeup does for him. You don't have to use it a ton, but you use it just enough to make sure that guys aren't sitting on fastballs, and the slider in and of itself is just ridiculous. I mean, that thing, it's just, I don't know how you hit that, if we're being completely honest. We have another big time super chat. He says, Big Z says, today, technically yesterday. I'm glad he was being honest. Very, very appreciative of the honesty, Big Z. He said, is my 31st birthday. And all I asked for was a Reds win, and Lodolo then drags his fat nuts across the country and shoves. Love you guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've seen Nick pitch tonight, but for those that are wondering what it looked like, here, I'll do my best. Just bear with my basement, okay? I don't want you to think that it's a mess all the time, but this is kind of what it looked like, okay? I'm going to give my best live shot, if you didn't watch the game, of Nick Lodolo, okay? You ready? Big Z, I hope that made you laugh, Big Z. That was for you. But that's essentially what happened. Okay? You can't possibly throw the ball better. Okay? I get the perfect games and all that, but you know what? You give up a leadoff home run and you find a way to then bounce back and throw the ball like that, you are a legit G. And you know what? Maybe I'm overreacting. And if I am, I don't care. Because I had to stay up and watch the Reds tonight, and Nick Lodolo made it worth my time. Shay?
Absolutely. And let's be real. I mean, this Padres team has a lot of good right-handed hitters with Fernando Tatis Jr., Jurickson Profar, Manny Machado, Xander Bogaerts, as well as Ha-Seong Kim. I mean, there's some prolific all-star caliber right-handed hitters in this lineup, and Nick Lodolo allowed one hit. It was the first batter of the game, and only 3 total base runners and 7 just dominant innings. He looked like the best pitcher in baseball tonight.
He did. He genuinely did. I'd be hard pressed to find someone that threw the ball better than him tonight. Tyler Farrell. I'm trying to make sure I don't butcher names here. He said, "Big asterisk Nick." I think what he was trying to say was that it's a kids show. It is a kids show, although it is like 1 a.m. So usually kids shows don't go on at 1 a.m. Even the Cartoon Networks of the world, they start sliding in the dark humor at 1 a.m. But he says, "Big blank Nick, kid show, go Reds." Thank you, Tyler. Big Red Machine says, "Fact, the home run was the only hit allowed by Lodolo. Lodolo is absolutely official." He retired, I think, 18 straight at one point.
He went, after walking the first 2 in the second inning to end the game, he got the last 3 of the second, 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, 3 in the seventh. So that's ending with 21 straight sat down, 18 straight sat down.
I don't know. You're making me do math ridiculous. On the fly.
There was a stretch where he retired 8 in a row, and 7 of them were strikeouts.
Yeah, I tell you what, the bounce back that he had, where he gave up the first two guys to get on, the back-to-back walks to lead off an inning. We all know walks will haunt. He then, I think, turned around and then punched, if memory serves me right here, I don't have everything in front of me, but I know he punched out two guys. He might have punched out all three guys, to be quite honest.
All three.
And so he punched out all three guys, and that kind of was the start of his pure dominance, if you will. All right, moving into Mr. Juan wants me to go see Dune Part 2, I guess. I guess I got to find out how to watch that. I'll do my best, Mr. Juan. I'll do my best. Figure out what all that means. Lasan El Gaib. Got to figure that one out. Not sure. All right, I'll tell you what I did figure out. I watched a baseball game tonight that featured a lot of professional at-bats, which did not exist in the nights prior. I just wanted to put pro at-bats up there because I do think that when you try to single guys out, we'll single Candelario out in a minute because he deserves it, if nothing else, because he made me a very, very, very happy man tonight. But more importantly, I just felt like they battled. They extended their at bats. They didn't give in on the knuckleballer. They kind of waited for what they thought was a good pitch, and I think ultimately, Will Benson looked great. Spencer Steer obviously bounced back. He got a couple big hits. Espinal had a couple great at bats. He shot one into right field there towards the end of the game, but he also got a huge sacrifice fly. That ball was hit pretty well. I don't know how far it actually got, but that ball was hit. That ball was struck really, really well by Espinal as a sacrifice fly.
Yeah, here, let me see if I can find that really quick. It went 376 feet off the bat at 97 miles an hour. So, yeah, he hit it pretty good. But you're absolutely right. I mean, I think that with the exception of maybe Jake Fraley, but all these Reds hitters had really good nights. I mean, they were facing a pitcher that throws – it's a primary knuckleball guy, which is very rare to find in Major League Baseball in 2024. And they didn't panic. They only struck out 6 times as a team tonight. Only 4 times against Waldron, the starting pitcher. And some of those, like the Ellie at bat, I mean, that was just a nasty pitch. But like you said, didn't panic, waited for pitches that were hittable. Will Benson looked good. Ellie, I thought, looked good for his plate appearances. And how about this? The trio of Martini, Candelario, and Espinal on base 5 times tonight. That's pretty good.
No doubt. That was your 6, 7, 8. Maley unfortunately was in the 9 hole. He went 0 for 4. You got to start asking questions here really quickly. We won't get too deep into this right now about what actually is going on with Tyler Stevenson. Are they just trying to give him an extra day of rest, perhaps, or is he actually got an issue? Oddly enough, this team that we once thought had a lot of depth just doesn't seem to have that. It just doesn't seem to have that at all right now. I don't know, man. It's just I know people are gonna be like, oh, look at the Tyler Stevenson kind of hater. I don't know if that's the right word. Sir Boy Wonder would like to say I was a hater, but I had my concerns about Tyler Stevenson. But you know what? I just don't. I don't know if this team can afford him being out for a significant amount of time, but the way he's been playing lately, so. You'd like to hope that you can continue to have good at bat after good at bat after good at bat, and you start to piece together like at least tough outs. And that was my biggest concern with this offense more than anything else. It just felt like they were very, very they'd roll over way too easy, and they wouldn't extend at bats. They would, for lack of a better term, weren't putting up any type of grit, if you will, and. You can look at the stats all day long and say, yeah, this team's struggling. And they were. But then you could also watch Candy's at-bats. You could watch some Espinal at-bats. And you could, with all due respect to Bubba Thompson and even India until this last series, they weren't good, but they also weren't very competitive. So I'm just thankful tonight. Yeah, they scored 5 runs. Is that earth-shattering? No. Does that mean that we're all the way back? No. But I do feel confident moving forward here that if they're able to continue to survive and advance, get some guys healthy, we can get close to the All-Star break, right around, call it within 3 or 4 games of first place, I feel pretty good about this club. I do sometimes get depressed about that offense, Shay, but I'll also say they hold a playoff spot tonight as well. So it's like you got to kind of keep things in perspective time to time. Your overall thoughts, I guess, of just the offense and then kind of onward looking, if you will.
Well, I think the biggest thing is just consistency, and you hinted at it. Obviously, 5 runs isn't mind blowing. It's not like it's the best offense in baseball by any means. But I think with the pitchers that the Reds have, with your Nick Lodolo, your obviously Frankie Montas, who we're hoping is back next week, with your Hunter Green, who hopefully he continues to progress as the year goes on, with Graham Ashcraft, with Andrew Abbott. If you're consistently putting up 5-6 runs a night, you're going to win a lot of games you play with those pitchers on the mound if you're putting up 5 runs a night. So it's not the fact that I don't think the Cincinnati Reds need to score 8 runs a night to be successful. I just think you can't have 7 runs here, 2 runs there, 1 run here. It's got to be if this team can figure out a way to, and I know that, they're going to go up against some pitchers, Freddie Peralta, Justin Steele, that are just really, really good. And it's hard to get 4 or 5 runs off of guys like that. But if this team can put up 4+ runs and 70-80% of the games they play in, they're going to win a whole lot of games, Trace.
Yeah, and I mean, they faced some tough arms of late. I'm not going to sit here and act like they haven't. Ranger Suarez was kind of the guy that started it all off, and then it just went downhill from there. And I don't know if Ranger Suarez has given up a run almost all year long at this point. I don't know. That guy's been unbelievable. But point is we'll find out where we go. I really thought that this team needed to win this series. Winning the first game obviously is a big deal. Trying to win a series, find a way to win tomorrow. Would be unbelievable, but I really like the idea of Ashcraft being the back end of this series. I just think that he's throwing the ball really, really well right now. And you said it as well, like to kind of round out the show here on some solid points would be just the sense that if you do consistently get 4 or 5 runs a game, this starting pitching staff right now is going to give you a chance probably 4 out of the 5 nights to win. If
Yep.
For all intents and purposes, we're not the Brewers yet, which I don't know if you keep paying attention to them, but they have some Houdini magic going on up there in Milwaukee to where I guess no matter what, they just every single year are going to just basically give up 2 runs or, 1 run or 3 runs every single night. And hopefully that finds a way to stop relatively soon. But yeah, no, I'm thankful for tonight. It was a fun game. This was an enjoyable game to watch. Tyler, he says, do you think Candy Kid Show, he might have said pooped. We'll use that term. Do you think Candy pooped himself on the throw from Ellie in the 9th? It's a whole different podcast if that came back to haunt us. Good night, Phyllis. I don't know. Listen, I would say this. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that was Candy's fault a ton. Like,
No.
should he have caught it? Yes, but could he? I'll say this: could he have caught it? Yes. Should he have called it? Debatable. I don't know if it was like a really horrendous play by Ellie either. I think if Ellie could do it over again, maybe just get the ball out a little bit quicker and not have to throw the ball nearly as hard. But at the same time, if they would have lost, Jay, I know this is all stupid hypothetical stuff real quick, but if they would have lost, you could have pointed back to like obviously some other plays here that would have happened. They would have had to Kim would have had to hit a home run, or he would have had to double. Yep. They would have had to get another hit. It would have had to take 4 or 5 hits in the inning to actually end up scoring, the 4 runs. And at that point, you could at least look at it and be like, okay, yes, that error would have hurt us, but let's be honest. Like Diaz is giving up some base runners. So.
Right. Yeah, Diaz would have had to have a full meltdown for that to really become a major play. I think I'd have to go back and slow it down. But it almost looked like the ball might have gotten stuck in Ellie's glove a little bit. He kind of took an extra side shuffle with his foot that he doesn't usually do. And I think that might have been what took that extra half second that made him kind of just let it rip. And we also have to keep in mind, I'm trying not to make an excuse for Candelario here, because again, I think that's a ball he could have caught. I don't know if he should have caught it, but
right.
He's played almost exclusively third base this year. I don't know if this was his first start at first, but I know it hasn't been many. You can count on one hand how many games that Jamer's been at first base this year. So it's very different from third, and he's probably still kind of getting back, used to being back at first base.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to blame Candy for not being able to catch the ball that's coming in at, and I'll use the hyperbole of 100 miles an hour. I don't know what it theoretically was, but it was on the infield kind of cut line between the dirt and the grass. It wasn't like he was standing at the deep in the hole at shortstop and making a long throw. The throw wasn't all that long. It was a piss missile, for lack of a better term. It was high, and Candelario doesn't play first base all that often. you add all that up, it's just it's hard to get on Candy. Speaking of Candelario, he's on the rundown. We'll give him his praise here before we exit the show. This is what it takes for you to break out of a slump. You need to kind of see. You need to see, as they say in basketball, sometimes you need to see the ball go through the basket just once or twice. If you're a shooter, doesn't matter how it goes in there, man. You just need to see it go through. And it just felt like Candelario needed to get back on the base pass and feel good about himself. And hopefully tonight was a step in that right direction. No guarantees. Like I said, no guarantees. I'll continue to try to find ways to eat some candy over the next few days, and maybe that'll always, like give him some good juju. But having said that, we need him. This isn't a rocket science. We need him. We need him. We need CES. We need all the guys that are supposed to hit for this ball club to hit for this ball club if we want to be good. So I know that's not most earth-shattering news per se, but at least he looked semi-comfortable at the plate tonight.
Yeah, you said it. I think obviously I don't know if it's in the cards for him to be back to all-star hitter that leads the league in doubles like he was a couple years ago. But Noelvi Marte's out until the end of June. And then, of course, you also have Matt McLean, who's out until probably August at the earliest, maybe September, maybe not coming back at all this year. So, obviously it's been a frustrating start to the year, but at no point in Jeimer Candelario's career has he been a 600 OPS guy. And I don't think he just forgot how to hit overnight. I think, obviously, like you said, Trace, the Reds need him. We need him to be at least a league average hitter for the next couple months. And I think a big part of it is Candy's pressing in a new situation, in a new city, trying to be a key player for a team that has high expectations and has aspirations of being a championship team. And I think that a game like this, where obviously it's two singles or a single and a double, and it's not a ton, but just seeing you get rewarded for a good swing and being on base a couple times, it can be that weight off your shoulders where I think over the next 5, 7, 10 games, we could see a lot more relaxed Jeimer Candelario, and I still think that's a pretty good hitter.
No doubt. I agree. I agree. All right, a couple more super chats. Big C later says, my man Shay looks tired. I feel it. I don't know. Are you tired, Shay? You might be tired. I don't know.
I get up at little secret for the chat that don't know. I get up at 4:45 every day. I work an early morning.
You got to get up 4:45 tomorrow?
I do, but
Oh,
I did.
my God.
I wouldn't have missed the show for the life of me, man. And it was a little extra worse this morning because on my way in I blew a tire, but we're all good.
Damn, Shay.
So today was just an interesting day.
This is called grit. Shay's showing some grit right now.
Hey,
Jeremy
man,
Ward.
I do what I can.
Jeremy Ward says, ask Ohio Lakers how he feels about the Lakes losing. I mean, I'm assuming he doesn't feel good about it. I can tell you that right now. It's just basketball. That's what LeBron said. Eli Murphy says Trace wants Jeimer batting leadoff. Confirmed. Nah, I don't think I want that yet. I did want him to hit higher in the lineup because I needed him to get some more at bats. Thankfully,
He said to make you sweat for it a little bit.
Let's all just remember though. There's always a setup man. There's always a wing man. There's always someone else in life that you got to rely on. Nobody can do it themselves, okay? Candelario's getting all the credit right now, and he did make me a happy man tonight, but I have not forgotten what Jonathan India did for me. I've not forgotten what he's able to do. He was able to find a way to on base. Nick Martini, I have not forgotten he was able to pop out and not ground into a double play. So shout out to those two guys for doing their jobs. And then, Jeimer, he capped it off. He finished what was he finished off what was supposed to happen. All right, and then Big Z again. This dude, he's rivaling Michael Rolfe at this point.
What a stud.
Big Z says, I love the chat, and I don't know why, but Dreamweaver just popped into my head. Rip Dreamweaver. Love you guys.
I hope he's doing okay.
Big See You Later says, Dreamweaver. Yeah, I mean, listen, hopefully he's doing well. I think he's pitching for the Yankees, bullpen guy or something like that. But
yeah, he's coming out of the bullpen.
Can't say I remember exactly what it is. All right, who, what, when, where, and why. We need to get Shea some sleep. He needs to get some Z's, everybody. This dude's got to wake up at 4:45. I'm looking at the clock, and it is about to be 1A here in a minute. So there's that. All right, tomorrow's starters, if you don't know, Nick Martinez, a little bit of a homecoming, I guess. Going to call it that? If we want to call it that, we'll call it that. It's going to be a homecoming. Nick Martinez, 0-1, .48 ERA on the year. He's going to go up against. They don't know who the hell he's going to go up against. Currently TBA. Yu Darvish came through. I was going to say, I didn't see it unless they just posted it. Good. You got Yu Darvish. Yu Darvish. So tomorrow, Nick Martinez is going to face Yu Darvish. I'm glad to see that he's back. Really, really great to see that. You sure he doesn't need to go on a rehab start somewhere or anything like that? That'd be kind of nice, but I guess not. Yu Darvish getting thrown into the mix. That will be tomorrow and really by tomorrow I mean today because it's late into the night here, at 9:40 p. Valley Sports, Ohio. So, hey, what can you do? So, tomorrow starters. All right, Shay, I'm assuming you don't have a pillow.
Yeah, well, we'll make it happen. Last thing, if I'm allowed to, we talked about obviously Lodolo just being dominant tonight, but going 7 innings, David Bell only had to use Cruz and Diaz, so. With Martinez on the mound tomorrow, you get a little more flexibility. We'll probably see Sims. We'll probably see Mull. We'll probably see guys like Farmer and some other guys as well. So Pagan. So shout out to Lodolo for going 7 and getting that bullpen a day of rest because we're probably going to need him over the next 2 days.
Yeah, listen. The bullpen matters. Bullpen's been so good, man. Unbelievably good.
So good.
Like it got a little hairy tonight. Diaz did what Diaz does sometimes, but having said that, still 5-2. 5-2 win.
Or got the outs.
Yeah, got the outs that he needed to get. So there's that. All right, folks. You know what time it is. Now, here's the crazy thing. The truth is that here's what the truth is. We're gonna do this right now because that way we can then. Well, that isn't right. I mean, that's just not right. Is this right? This is right. This is how you know that I've not done this a whole lot. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to this. And then we're going to go to this. And I'm going to try to say something somewhat inspiring. And the inspiring thing is that when you lay your head down tonight, I just want you to know that you're a part of an elite chat. Not only are you a part of elite chat, but you're a part of elite fandom because you're a Reds fan. I don't know if you know this, but they were the first professional baseball organization ever. Okay? Some are saying they had the best team ever in 1975, 1976. And if you don't think so, you just go down to Great American Ballpark, and every other weekend they will have some kind of promo about that team. That was whatever it was 100 years ago. But that's all long forgotten now. Why? Because we got guys like Espinal. We got guys like Martini. Some are saying it's because we have guys like Luke Maley. I personally think it's because we got guys like Candelario. And tonight was Candy's night. Now, you might think that was a fluke. You might think that was all a joke. But, the truth is sometimes you can manifest things in your life if you really want them. You got to speak them into existence. Go eat some candy. I'm going to go dunk. Candelario's back. That was nasty. See you tomorrow. Athlete.